Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I got here the Can-Am Commander, and I'm going to be installing the fabric upper door panels. Here we go. Here's everything that comes in the kit. We got our fabric door panels, 3 different sets of brackets, and a bag of bolts. The first thing I need to do is remove the outer panel. There are 2 Torx screws up top, 2 in the middle, and 2 at the bottom. I also need to remove this cage trim piece by taking out the 2 Torx 25 screws at the bottom here. Next, I'm going to install 4 of these M8 inserts. 2 of them go right there, and 2 of them go right there. Next, I'm going to take an 8mm or 5/16 drill bit and drill a hole through that dimple right there, and that one right there. Next, we need to install this insert here in this hole up on the cage. But as you can see, this machine already has one, so I'm going to move on to the next step. Next, I'm going to need a template. And to get the template, I'm going to have to go to the BRP website. Simply go to Google, type in BRP instructions, and click the top link here. And then put your part number for the kit in here. Here's the kit. Scroll all the way to the bottom. And here's the template. Print this off, and then we'll go back to the machine. Right here on the top of the door, I have taped my template down, and now I'm going to get a 12mm or 1/2" drill bit and drill out each one of the marks in the template. Next, I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to trim out right between the 2 holes to make a nice slot, the same shape as the one in the template. Here is the slot after I was done trimming it out. Next, I'm going to install the receiving brackets. The front brackets are slightly smaller than the rear brackets. I'm going to use 2 short bolts on the top and 1 long bolt on the bottom for both the front and the rear receiving brackets. Here you can see how I have the bracket installed. I have also centered the pin slot here with the hole I carved out earlier. Leave it loose for now and we'll adjust it later. Next, I'm going to install a flange nut and a large washer provided in the kit on the bottom bolts for our brackets. Now I'm going to install the cage brackets. The top bolt will be an M6 and it will go through the insert in the cage. The bottom bolt will be an M6 as well with a nut on the back of it. With the door all the way open, I can slide in the fabric panel now, lining up the rear and the front pins. Next, I'm going to open up the window and roll it up securely. Never leave your window down and not secured properly, or it can get caught in the door hinge and damaged. Also, make sure the front part of the frame here is aligned in the bracket. Now I'm going to slide in these two hairpins on the bottom of the front and rear pins. Next, we need to make sure the nut on the front part of the tubing here is on the outside. If it's not, just pop it out of the bracket, rotate it 180 degrees, and pop it back in the bracket. Now we're going to install the clevis pins in the front part of the bracket and on the mount with two more hairpins. Next, we're going to close the door and check the alignment. Mine is nicely aligned all the way around. Even the bottom door panel is good. If you do need to make an adjustment, you'll need to adjust the striker of your door. Once you're satisfied with the fitment, go ahead and tighten up the bolts on your front and rear receiving brackets and your front bracket as well. Now reinstall the outer door panel. Next, I'm going to pull the fabric panel all the way to the front of the machine, as tight as I can. Once it's all the way pulled forward, I'm going to mark where our front pin lines up, and I'm going to cut a little slot in the rubber so that the rubber can go around the pin. From the inside, you can see I've tucked the rubber around the pin. Next, I'm going to take some ISO, and I'm going to clean the front bracket right here and right here, where I'm going to stick the adhesive strips. Now I'm going to stick the adhesive strips down. I'm going to put the long one right there and the short one right there. Don't forget to reinstall the front cage trim. And there we go. Our fabric upper door panels are installed with a nice, clean, tight fit. This install is the exact same for the other side of the vehicle, so go ahead and repeat the same procedure. I'm going to do it off camera. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button or click up here to check out the next video. This has been my fabric upper door panel install on the Can-Am Commander. Ride safe.